I'm John Arking. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Flagler Palm Coast High School had a strong police presence Wednesday morning after an unfounded threat was made. Principal Robert Wallace issued a brief statement that information received late Tuesday night referenced a threat of violence toward the school, prompting a call to the sheriff's office. The threat's believed to have been about possible retaliation discussed on social media related to the shooting death of student Curtis Gray Saturday. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
We need the kids to, friends of each party, to just relax and not continue to fester, anger. We're following up loose ends, if you will, on the homicide, but, every time we are told about a threat on Snapchat or whatever social media outlet, and, we have to put a lot of resources into that and investigate it.
No one was arrested as a result of the investigation, although a 16-year-old Seabreeze High School student was interviewed about a Snapchat exchange. Flagler County Sheriff's Office encourages anyone with information about the investigation to call or email them. Meanwhile, Sheriff Staley will hold the second annual Addressing Crime Together, or ACT, meeting this afternoon at the Hilton Garden Inn in Palm Coast. At the meeting, Sheriff Staley will discuss crime in Flagler County, the initiatives the Sheriff's Office has made to improve public service, and agency plans for 2019. Staley said since the last meeting, crime in Flagler County and their jurisdiction is down 22%, and that they're seeking input from the community on ways they can better serve the public. Staley will be joined by Bunnell Police Chief Tom Foster and Flagler Beach Police Chief Matt Downey and other elected officials. The public is welcome to come and participate.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Sunwing Airlines nonstop to Toronto, and starting in May, nonstop flights to New York City via American Airlines. Palm Coast new city manager says he has a positive attitude about his new adventure.
Every problem presents us an opportunity.
Matthew Morton says he's always been the kind of person to see problems as challenges.
There's a lot of problems, and they're good problems to have.
Morton said the city needs to increase its brand awareness and the perception of the city's services to its residents and visitors. He said that he takes one problem at a time, solves it, and makes sure he's doing it right. Morton said that with the city, the county, and the state leaders, the city of Palm Coast is in a position to make progress on any challenges it faces. You can hear the entire interview on the Free for All Friday podcast at WNZF.com. Tomorrow, what Palm Coast Connect means to the city and to you. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
When your child grows up, do they want to be a firefighter? Well, a new program might foster that. With more, here's Tony Magoo.
A new partnership between Flagler County Fire Rescue and the Early Learning Coalition of Flagler and Volusia was born in order to bring the Firefighters Are Our Friends program to the city of Bunnell. Each month, Flagler County Fire Rescue will visit selected early learning programs to read stories to preschool-aged children. I've got the fire chief of Flagler County, Don Petito, with us. Chief, how important is this program?
We feel it's very important to reach out to the community and get in there when they're young, start teaching them, and get us out there so that they're, number one, they know about what we do, and when they do encounter us, they know that they can trust us.
ELCFD will provide each early learning program with play-based activities that will enrich their existing curriculum and extend the learning well after the firefighters have left the program. Chief, there's a byproduct for the kids from this, isn't there?
We're also out there trying to get these kids to enjoy reading a book or enjoy doing the stuff that they need to do at school.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And 60 members of the Indian Trail Middle School faculty, support staff, and administrators, along with the school's principal, the district superintendent, and at least 2 students took part Wednesday morning in Flagler County's first walk-in. It was the first of 9 at the county's public schools, organized by the county's teachers union and its service employee union as a unified, respectful way to let lawmakers know they have reached a breaking point with chronic underfunding and the diversion of dollars to charter or voucher programs, along with unfair teacher standards that charters don't have to comply with. Superintendent James Tager spoke to the assembly and said while he was not an ideological opponent of charter schools, the stance from the state was unfairly tipped towards charter schools, allowing perks that standard public schools were not. The legislature has most recently allowed charters to seek capital funding, setting up a situation in which they can tap into public dollars to build their facilities. But if they fail, the facilities remain in private hands. That uneven playing field was the theme of Wednesday's walk-in as an awareness event designed to hopefully change the political landscape. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm John Arking.